Yeah. So what is food photography? You just so here it's very much different from the ad photography that usually people do. You would have seen on YouTube that they screw the pizzas and then they put fevicol and they put motor oil instead of maple syrup on pancakes and all that. So this is very different from that. This is actual food that we click. So right, which is right outside the uh, kitchen. So what you need for food photography is just three things. Any camera, you can use your cell phone, you can use a DSLR, whatever you have, use that camera. You need your food, and you need any sort of light. Light source is very important. If you have your own light source, you can also use torch, those high power torch, or you can use natural sunlight. Best sunlight that you get is from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. All that. You need only these three items to click a beautiful picture. Next, so these are few samples that I have clicked um, with different angles, so and different light source. So these two images were clicked under a light source that I had carried. This was under natural sunlight. Again, light source. This artificial light. So there are variety where you can use natural sunlight as natural light, as well as you can use your artificial lights. So what does this course cover? This course will cover, I will teach you from the basics of how to handle a camera to various angles of shooting food and the composition layering that you need to do to get a beautiful art out of that picture. And also you need your lighting and how lighting works, how your artificial light works, and how your natural light works, and also how do you select your props and background, and also basic tips about how you can start your business. So this is basically you can use food photography as your second part-time business or a full-time business. If you love photography and you're into different areas of photography, you can also include this, because food is one market which is never going to get exhausted for a long time, because until people keep eating, you have this market open for you. Okay, that's about it. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Now the room is open for questions. Yes. Any doubts or anything that you want to ask? You can all unmute yourself. So I'll just show you how to click pictures, or if you have any doubts about food photography or anything you want to ask me, so you can just ask me for another like 5-10 minutes. We can go about it, and then I'll show you how we usually click a picture. You're all you can all unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I think you are going to cover all the doubts I had in my mind.
Uh-huh.
So just waiting for the presentation to start. And
You
yeah,
couldn't see the presentation?
means I can see your screen. I'm waiting for the demo to start. I mean,
Okay, fine. 1 second. So I'm just having a little now I'll just ask my brother to help me out here a little bit. Yashish, help me. One second. Huh, it's going. 5, 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I'm just placing the laptop so you can see. Okay, so this is the product view. I'll show you another view through my phone, which you can see what's happening in the camera and how it looks. All right. Yeah. One sec. So are we turning off the light now? Is it clear to all of you? Can you see what's happening in this background? I want someone to talk. If it's clear, let me know. So I am taking chia seeds pudding right now. So what we prepared at home. So you place it accordingly. Okay. And you check in the camera how is it looking. So if it's looking fine, or can you see the camera? Uh,
Yes, we can see the camera.
yeah, you can see it. Huh. So this is how the composition will look in the camera. All right. So right now you have to see what you can add or what you can do. What can you add to make it look more colorful? So in this, what all item goes are you can add any fruits in the chia seed pudding or any everything. So now after setting up the base, you start decorating it or layering it. All right. So I've got bunch of fruits. So I've got grapes here. So what I can do is we can add few grapes. You can add the entire branch or small things, and you can check in your camera how it is looking. So I'll just make the I'll just do the decor here, and I'll show you in the camera how it is seen so that you'll have an idea. So you saw the base. Now you start when you once you start layering it, um can you see, is it seen? um okay, so I'll just decorate everything and I'll be back in like a second. Okay. So you can keep some here. Then you can add some black grapes. um, the mm, you can add bunch of fruits. You can add bananas. You can add anything, and you have to just make sure that they're all in flame. All right. You can also add in some. Can you see? Okay. You can also add these here on the board. Okay. And you can add some dry fruits. So I've got some pistachios. You can put them however you wish. Then you can also add in some grapes into the glass, like so. So you can add in to make it look more on. You can increase the width of it. Sorry, height of it. Okay. Now, so it looks something like this in the camera. Is it seen? Is it seen now? Can somebody give me a heads, hands up or heads up? The screen is not sharing. Oh, all right. Now, okay. So basically, this is the setup. All right. I have my tripod here. I have my light source here, and I have my food over there. So this is how I've arranged my food. So what I've taken is I've taken a chia seed pudding, all right, and I've added few garnishing items like grapes, fruits usually go with chia seeds. You have honey that goes with chia seeds. So all these boards and pans that I've used, this is just for decoration purposes, all right. So what you see here looks something like this on the camera. uh, is it clear or is it grainy? So this is what the frame looks like. uh, any doubts? Shall I turn on the light, or I'll click a picture and I'll show it to you all? um, Guys, I want you to unmute yourself and tell me whether it's seen, it's not seen, so that I can help you out better. Okay, I'll just click a photo and I'll show you if you want, if we can add something or if we have to remove something from the frame. Okay. So once you check your light intensity, what kind of intensity you want. So for usually glass items, you usually go for a lower intensity so that it goes for a very soft light falls on the glass, because glass tends to reflect the light that's coming on it, right? So you check your frame whether everything is all right, and you can also check whether you want the focal point. How do you want the focal point to be? Do you want everything else to be seen in the background, or you want to blur it out? So you can select a focal length that way, and here we go, and you take a shot. So here, as you can see, um, one second. Why is the just a minute? I'm just going to come through my phone. So just give me a minute. Yeah.